The following is a special presentation of the NCWLIFE Channel. Welcome to the 115th commencement exercises of Wenatchee High School. Today's broadcast is made possible by these fine sponsors. Auto Mocha, with 6 locations in our valley to serve you. Black Rock Asphalt Services, your local asphalt seal coating company. Cashmere Valley Bank, the little bank with a big circle of friends. Columbia Valley Community Health, with 9 locations serving Wenatchee and Chelan. Dr. Parks, DDS, an orthodontic specialist. Call 662-7918 for a complimentary evaluation. First Choice Collision Center, your first choice in collision repair. Global Car Care, they speak your car's language. Go USA, your local source for promotional products and branded apparel. Harvest Valley Pest Control, your guide to the pest-free life. Call for your free quote. Leonard Evans Used Car Superstore, where the name means a great deal. Rose Tractor in East Wenatchee, your local Cub Cadet dealer. The Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club, sign up for summer programs today. Wenatchee Valley College, your future starts here. And by the Walkabout Grill in downtown Wenatchee and outdoor seating in Leavenworth.
Welcome, everybody. Give it up for the class of 2019. And this wonderful staff. You know, I tried to get my friend Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top to show up here tonight, but he's on tour. But we got a stand-in for him. So please rise, remove your hats for presentation of the colors and the singing of the national anthem. Color guard, titch, hut. Forward, march. And salute.
At this time, could Ashley, Malia, Iana, and Mario please come to the stage for the singing of the national anthem?
Whoa.
Got it?
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Good evening. I'm Senior Class Advisor Brandon Harley, and on behalf of Wenatchee High School Class of 2019, I extend a warm thank you to all of you that have come to share this memorable evening with us. Buenas noches. Bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación de la clase de 2019 de Wenatchee High School. Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros esta noche. Members of the administration, faculty and staff, honored guests, family, friends, and most importantly, seniors. Welcome to the 115th commencement exercises of Wenatchee High School. This is a special night to all of us in so many different ways. It's a time of relief, reflection, happiness, and a lot of thought. This is my 12th graduation ceremony as Senior Class Advisor, and when you think about that, you would have been graduating from kindergarten the first time I stood up here with the class of 2008. I can attest that while many of you feel that those have been some long years as a dad and a parent, I know that the loved ones feel that it's been the opposite. It's gone by quite fast. Tonight, I hope that that time slows down for you, if only for a slight moment. I ask you to let this be one of the few times in your life where you can truly relax and enjoy your moment. I ask you to think of the people that helped you get here, the many people that have crossed your paths along that journey. Remember where you've come from, what got you here, and think about where you're going next. As a reminder of how unique this evening is, we have a special presentation tonight that we'll be providing. A previous Wenatchee High School graduate, Mr. David Davis, received his diploma in 1989. However, he was unable to attend his commencement ceremony, and he reached out to us and said he wanted to fill a void that he missed out on for himself and his family. So he gets to share that with you when he gets his name called tonight. As a Wenatchee High School grad myself, I often think about the people that helped guide me here. Tonight, 2 of those people will also be graduating with you. In a little bit, you're going to hear from Mr. Brent Grothe, who's going to be retiring after 29 years at Wenatchee High School. Look at that. The other person that helped me get here is our retiring superintendent, Mr. Brian Flonis. Tonight will be his 19th ceremony as superintendent. And many of you may not have had the chance to meet Mr. Flonis, but I guarantee all of you have been impacted in some way. Mr. Flonis, on behalf of the thousands of students, staff, administrators that have come through our district during your tenure, I offer only this to you. Thank you. I've also been asked to remind all of our friends and family in the stands that at the end of the ceremony, please try to get as far out into Triangle Park as possible so our graduates can find you out there. It gets pretty crowded at that entrance there. So at this time, it's my pleasure to bring up my friend and senior class president, Mr. Mason Brown.
Oh, shit. Have fun.
Oh. First off, thank you parents, grandparents, relatives, and everyone that has supported us graduates throughout the years. I'm Mason Brown, and I've had the chance to be the senior class president for this graduating class. Seniors, this is it. We finally made it to our day. 13 years of education for a piece of paper, but it's pretty amazing that these are the kids we get to do it with. Here's to the last day of senior season. I'm gonna try to keep it quick, so let's keep the night rolling. And please welcome our first performers of the night, Mason Atwood and Olive Ryan.
It's hard to believe that I couldn't see. You were always there beside me. Thought I was alone with no one to hold, but you were always right beside me. This feeling's like no other. I want you to know I never had someone who knows me like you do, the way you do. And I never had someone as good for me as you, no one like you. So lonely before I finally found what I've been looking for. So good to be seen, so good to be heard. Don't have to say a word. So long I was lost, so good to be found. I'm loving having you around. This feeling's like no other. I want you to know I never had someone who knows me like you do, the way you do. And I never had someone as good for me as you, no one like you. So lonely before I finally found what I've been looking for. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, whoa, oh, oh, oh.
That's as hard as any seniors worked all year right there. Nice job. It's my pleasure to introduce your first class speaker tonight, Mr. Xavier Martinez.
Good evening. Tonight, I'd like to speak about 3 lessons that my family taught me over the course of high school. They've profoundly changed my life, and I hope that in sharing them, you can find parallels to your own. One of the first things I recall my mom saying to me in high school are these 3 special words: please stop slouching. You see, my mom looked at me and saw that I was being pushed and pulled out of posture, mostly due to my abnormally large backpack. You see, it was the things inside of that ominous black mass that really caused me to lose my composure. Difficult classes, an overwhelming wave of extracurriculars, and not enough sleep, that's for sure. She knew that I had to do something to fix my posture, or else she wouldn't be doing her job. Now, you see, she showed me that life, just like the act of standing up straight, is something that you have to put some effort into. And when something, like a backpack full of trigonometry problems that you don't understand, makes that experience even more difficult than it already is, you just have to find strategies and support systems that can help you manage this weight, to resist gravity or the gravity of a difficult situation. The sooner we can realize the harm we're doing to ourselves by becoming overwhelmed in a hard class, a negative relationship, or a state of complacency, the sooner we can stop this slouch in our lives. It might not mean changing anything externally. Maybe it's just adapting your attitude about a specific situation. Either way, my mom showed me to take some time to do something I'd never, ever done before: clean my backpack. If we remove these unneeded things, these kinds of responsibilities that aren't necessarily bad, but maybe unuseful in our lives, like Charles Dickens' books, if we remove these stresses from our metaphorical backpacks or learn how to reduce their weight, we'll surely stop slouching. Thank you, Mom. Now, the second lesson begins with me getting kicked out of a football game. That's right, Mom. I never told you, but I got kicked out of the Battle of the Bridges game 2 years ago. I'm sorry. When I got back to my house that night, furious with everyone in the world but myself, I told my dad about the situation. Expecting him to be sympathetic and fully on my team, I was blindsided when he looked at me in the eye and said, "I think you messed up. Be a better person next time." 2 years later, one apology letter, and a lot of humiliation later, I realized that he's 100% correct. As humans, we naturally want to blame other people for our own problems. The reality is, we do mess up, often. And I'm not talking about being late to class. I'm talking about real, deep, personal mistakes. We damage relationships, harm others, and cripple ourselves. And it's often our fault. But when you mess up and you fully know you messed up, don't be like me and go running to your parents or a friend, expecting them to be cheerleaders on your ignorance. My father would tell you to listen to his advice, that he's not mad, just disappointed. He'd tell you to think about all the ways that you can improve, acknowledge your mistake, and ultimately grow as a person. After all, winning a complete, highly competitive football game, especially against Eastmont, is much better than quitting after a quarter of disappointment. Thank you, Dad. Moving on. One thing you should know about me is that I'm not a very physical person. I don't really like hugs, and I'm horrible at dapping people up, or whatever it's called. I always think they're gonna shake my hand. But my freshman sister, Bella, she never fails to completely disregard this, giving me giant jump hugs at school. In fact, that's not something that's just limited to me, her brother. She regularly hugs strangers without warning and tells them that they're her favorite, and then has a full conversation with them. Now, I'm not saying that this is good or even acceptable to invade an individual's space. However, it has been an incredible experience to grow into her radical way of interacting with people, even if it takes me out of my comfort zone every single time. And this morning, when she gave me the last hug that she'll ever give me, with us both being students at Wenatchee High School, it didn't matter that I don't see myself as a touchy person. All that mattered was that I had give her hugs a chance, and that I ultimately became someone who appreciated them. We all have people in our lives that do things or have personalities that are way out of our comfort zones or expertises. Of course, not in a criminal or unethical way. And while it's easy to shy away from them and stick with the familiar, I encourage you to take a lesson from Bella and embrace this unknown. Try Indian cuisine with a friend who really enjoys it. Go kayaking and find Church Island. You might fail, crash, or hate the experience. In fact, you probably will at some point. But more importantly, you might learn something about yourself. You never know. You might learn that deep inside, you really do like hugs. Thank you, Bella. Class of 2019, we have a lot to learn. A lot to learn from our families, our teachers, each other, and this incredibly complex world. But today I simply ask you to thank the people who have shaped us 486 students into the incredibly driven, intelligent, and compassionate group we are today. Even when they're nagging you, even when they don't seem like they're on your side, and even when they're pushing you out of your comfort zone, thank them. So, class of 2019, I thank you, and I wish you all the best. Now, I want you guys to repeat after me. When I say Wenatchee, you say high school. Wenatchee! High school! Wenatchee! High school! Wenatchee! High school! Thank you guys. Have a great night.
Thank you, Xavier. At this point, I'd like to recognize the valedictorians. If Honor Society Vice President Sammy Arredondo would please join me on the stage.
Good evening. I am Sammy Arredondo, the Vice President of this year's Wenatchee High School Honor Society. I am honored tonight to recognize Wenatchee High School's 2019 valedictorians. Please help me welcome, in no particular order, our 11 valedictorians. Alexander C. Albert, Brianna M. Aldridge, Mason J. Brown, Lucas E. Job, Amelia G. Coldy, Xavier J. Martinez, Hadassah N. Lerber, Andrew J. Newsma, Quinlan A. Rounds, Sophia C. Reed, and Catherine J. Van Loo. These students are truly academically excellent. They have maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA average for all 8 semesters of their high school careers. Together, they have taken many college and high school courses, over 50 honors or AP courses, and over 40 years of international language. We will now recognize them individually with the valedictorian stole. Mr. Alexander C. Albert. Miss Brianna M. Aldridge. Mr. Mason J. Brown. Mr. Lucas E. Job. Miss Amelia G. Coldy. Miss Hadassah N. Lerber. Mr. Xavier J. Martinez. Mr. Andrew J. Newsma. Miss Sophia C. Reed. Mr. Quinlan A. Rounds. and Miss Catherine J. Van Loo. Thank you. You may be seated.
If I could bring Elizabeth to the stage for our second musical presentation. Accompanying her tonight will be Maya Vasquez.
Hiding it away. Come on, come Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Keenan Lukens, and it's my pleasure to introduce the class of 2019's distinguished alumni. Each year, the senior class recognizes a Wenatchee High School graduate who has demonstrated an outstanding commitment to their career, community, and country through examples they set up after graduation. It is my pleasure to announce that the 2019 distinguished alumnus is Mr. John Norland, class of 1998. When I asked Mr. Norland what his time at Wenatchee meant to him, his response was simple. It meant everything to him. Graduating in '98, Mr. John Norland simply stated he found his purpose here. John was the ASB president for his senior year, and he started the tradition of greeting students at the front door of the school every single day. That was also the first year of our annual Janice Franz Talent Show, and the first year our graduates moved this ceremony back into the Apple Bowl. All of those moments were ones where Mr. Norland shared with me that Wenatchee High School let him find out who he was. Wenatchee was the catalyst for his career, his life, and his purpose. Mr. Norland would go on to graduate from Wenatchee Valley College, earn his teaching degree from Eastern Washington University, before earning his master's degree in organizational leadership from Gonzaga. John found that education was and is his purpose. That purpose became his organization, Character Strong. Character Strong was created with the purpose to make powerful, positive changes through education, to empower students and educators to create a better world. John wants to use his platform to reconnect teachers with why they do what they do. Through Character Strong, Mr. Norland has spoken to over 500,000 students, teachers, and administrators since leaving Wenatchee. Tonight, we are fortunate enough to have him speak with us. On behalf of the class of 2019, I ask that you now please join me in honoring John Norland as the Wenatchee High School class of 2019 distinguished alumni.
Class of 2019. Woo! What a wonderful day and time. Congratulations. You know, speaking of time, you know you're getting older when the last time that I stood on this stage, you weren't even born yet. But the teachers who are still on the sides that were here when I was here, you have to feel even older. Oh, and what a time that was. Keenan talked a little bit about it, but just over 20 years ago, and as a reminder, the class of '98 fought really hard to get graduation outside, because for all the years before that, it was in that sweaty gym over there. Not everybody got to come to graduation, like parents and loved ones, and there was always an ambulance outside waiting for the one or two people that would faint because of heat exhaustion who had to sit in the top row. We were that first class 20 years ago, or just over 20 years ago, to be outside. And to quote Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson from his role as Maui in Moana, "You're welcome." Some of you aren't thanking us, though, because it's freezing. All right. But what a year and time that was. It was the first year of the Janice Franz Talent Show, something that we were proud of, that is still at Wenatchee High School today. We had so much fun together as a school. I remember standing right there in the front row of those bleachers with a hockey sock on my head, face painted at football games, leading silly cheers like the hippie cha. It's probably still not here. I think about that time with fond memories. The time with friends, surviving some classes, thriving in others, but always loving Mr. Benner's puns. And Mr. Benner, I want you to know that in your class I had a photographic memory. It just never was developed. At this special time, today, the day that you graduate, I want to share 3 simple things with you that over the time of 20 years plus have stayed with me that I learned right here at Wenatchee High School. Number 1, people support what they help to create. Many years ago, there was a great speaker out of California named Keith Hawkins. He was in front of 5,000 high school age students, and in the middle of his talk, he asked a really interesting question. He said, how many of you high school students at any point in the last month have had a parent, guardian, in fact, anybody in your life at the end of a day ask you the question, what did you do for others today? Not one student out of 5,000 raised their hand. That is a problem. In a world that says it's all about you, I want to remind you that people support what they help to create. When I think about my time at Wenatchee High School, I loved it. But I realized that I loved it because I invested in Wenatchee High School. The more I gave to it, the more that I grew to love it. And I've realized that that has carried over into every part of my life since leaving Wenatchee High School. My question for you, are you someone who always expects others to do for you? Or are you going to ask the question that's not getting asked? What did you do for others today? Number 2, always be a part of something bigger than yourself. In a world where the number one thing, or one of the number one things that people want in life is to be happy, how are we doing with that as a society? Most people across this country, I work with students all over the place. They will give you a big thumbs down. We are not doing very good with that idea of happiness. Well, what if we stopped living for happiness and started living for clear purpose? Do you know why you do what you do? As you leave Wenatchee High School, you're going to wake up every single day and have a clear, single purpose. Why? Because the most successful people wake up every single day and know why they do what they do. Purpose is greater than happiness. And finally, number 3, it's not about you. And don't get me wrong, tonight is about you. And we are so proud of you and your accomplishment. But it was my experience at Wenatchee High School that taught me that it wasn't about me. And once that happened, it was like a weight of pressure came off, and it freed me to be who I wanted to be. To give more to others, to see the good in others instead of all the things that are so easy to find that we don't like about each other, or to judge each other. When it wasn't about me, it enabled me to see things that are so easily missed. Like, take this night in time. The spotlight is on you right now, and yet tonight is not just about you. There are people that help get you here, to this moment in time. Some of those people are here. Some of those people are far away. And some of those people are no longer with us. To quote Mr. Rogers from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, something I enjoyed watching as a kid, he said, all of us have special people who have loved us into being. Would you just take, along with me, 19 seconds of time to think of those people who have helped you become who you are? Those who have cared about you and wanted what was best for you in life. 19 seconds of silence. I will watch the time. Whomever you have been thinking about, how pleased they must be to know the difference you feel they've made. Because tonight is about them as well. Have you told them yet the difference that they have made? Because the person that I thought of tonight is here today and graduating with you in a way. Thank you, Mr. Grothy. Thank you for teaching me to serve others. It's because of your influence that I became a teacher. That I wake up every day and know exactly why I do what I do, and that it's not all about me. It is because of your influence Mr. Grothy, that I have shared what you taught me with over 500,000 students and educators across this country. It is because of your influence that the seeds of what you taught me are now being taught across this country in hundreds of schools and thousands of classrooms from coast to coast. And I want you to know that every day I look at my son, Brent Norlin, that I am reminded of your influence. I am so honored to be here tonight and celebrate you and this class, because class of 2019, without you, I would not have had this gift. Thank you for giving me this moment in time. Congratulations. This is an amazing night. Best wishes. And go on and go forth. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Norlin. It is now my pleasure to introduce the class of 2019's faculty speaker. This year, our class has selected our leadership teacher, Mr. Brent Grothy. Please welcome Mr. Grothy.
Graduating seniors, parents, faculty, honored guests. The high school years are the greatest days of your lives. I'd like to repeat that. No, I'm just kidding. But are these the greatest days of your lives? Well, let's hope not. Because if this is as good as it gets, what are you going to do tomorrow? And then we have those people who say, you wait till you get out in the real world. And I say back to them, this is the real world. They've been in the real world for 4 years. High school's very real, and you know it. You've been through it, and you're here tonight. You made it. And plus that, I'd really be disappointed if I found out I'd just spent the last 39 years of my life in a place that wasn't real. So whether these are the greatest days of your life or not, or whether they're real or not, the fact remains that you are graduating, and in just a few moments, you will leave these days behind and go someplace different. John talked about moments. Mr. Harley talked about moments. He said this is a great moment, and it's just a moment. I have in my pocket, my parents at my graduation, who are now both gone, they gave me a pocket watch for my graduation, and inside it has my name. It says Brent J. Grothy, and it says June 4th, 1976, love, Mom and Dad. Of course, I still have it. It doesn't work anymore, but it reminds me how quickly time goes. It reminds me that while I miss my mom and dad, I'm older than they were when I graduated from high school. And by the time you're my age, well, let's not talk about that. But it goes fast, doesn't it? It goes really fast. Seniors will tell me, man, my freshman year, it was kind of slow, and then my sophomore year, it sped up, then my junior year got really fast, and then my senior's just gone. I've had seniors sitting in my office going, where did it go? And everybody in the stands understands this, but we don't understand it. This goes really fast. Not just high school, but life. It goes by so fast. You've been on what I would call, one student described it this way, on a giant cruise ship. Okay? You've been on this big cruise ship for 4 years. You've had to ask to go to the bathroom. You've been in trouble for being late to class. Those days are over. Okay, you're never going to have to ask to go to the bathroom again, which should be a cause for great rejoicing. Yeah. But tonight you're going to sail out of the harbor, so to speak, on that cruise ship, and you're going to wake up in a few days or in a month, and you're going to be all of a sudden realizing that you're in a rowboat by yourself in the middle of a very big ocean. And you're going to say to yourselves, oh my gosh, what happened? What do I do now? And that's not an unusual experience. I was dropped off to college, by my parents, my first day of college. And I remember my parents looked at me as they turned to walk to the car, and I turned and I walked away, and I put my head down, and to cover my tears, I went and sat in my dorm room, and I cried. I was an 18-year-old boy, and I hadn't been away from home, and I was like, what am I doing here? And I felt lost. I didn't know. I said, what am I doing at this school? And it was a bad moment. But I'm not saying that to encourage you in any way or discourage you. I'm just telling you this. It's probably going to happen. But I'm going to tell you this as well, is that when you're out in the middle of an ocean and you're by yourself in a rowboat, you can count on this, that every night the stars will come out. And there will always be a star in the same place in the sky, and it's called the North Star. And that star has guided sailors home since the beginning of time. And you have a couple oars in that rowboat as well. Now you have a choice to make when this happens. You can leave the oars in the boat and drift. You can think that it's all about you, as John said, and drift about trying to figure out what it's all about, trying to find yourself. You can think that you should expect something from life, that life owes you something, but it doesn't. You can look for the easy way, but you'll just be drifting. If you don't know the purpose of a thing, you will abuse that thing. John spoke about purpose tonight, and he said he found purpose. When you find purpose, you'll have a place to go. And the thing that we need to do in that rowboat is take those oars out and put them in the water and start rowing towards that North Star, or that purpose, that place you want to go to in your life that says, this is what I'm here for. This is my purpose. And it's not about graduating from college or getting a job or even leaving home. I'm sure your parents wouldn't say that, but it's about having something you're going to become. Who are you going to become? And you need to know what it is you're looking for. And so you put the oars in the water and you start pulling on the oars, but you got to know where you're going. Are you going to make the world a better place than you found it? That's a good place to go. Are you going to go out and serve? And I'm not talking about serving people or serving your community. I'm talking about serving a work. Finding something that you have a passion for and then doing it really well for a long time. I know I had a student in high school who did a great job of serving the work. He went through his entire senior year at the front doors of the high school shaking hands, and at the end of his senior year, he gave me a medallion which shows a pair of hands shaking, and I put it on my school keychain, and I've been carrying it for 21 years. And it's no coincidence that that student was John Norland. And I've carried that medallion on that keychain since that time to remind me that there is a great power in intention and purpose in life. And he stood at that front door and shook those hands in cold and in rain, and he changed the entire school. I've never seen anything quite like it, by shaking hands. And he came up and I said, "What are you going to do, John? You've just been elected ASB president." I said, "What are you going to do?" And he looked at me and was like, "Aren't you supposed to tell me that?" I said, "No." And he went home and he figured it out. And he figured out what one of us is. He said, "I'm going to shake hands at the front door and see what happens." This is what I'm encouraging you to do, seniors, is to go head somewhere, start putting the oars in the water, pulling hard, and go somewhere in your life. Start doing something that matters. Here's what I don't think you should do. Stop comparing yourselves to each other. Dump your social media. Okay, use it for what it's intended for. Share with each other, but don't compare. Go out and fail. I hope you get knocked right on your can real soon after you graduate and figure out how to fail. It'll be good for you. And don't fear rejection. We spend so much of our lives trying to be approved of, trying to avoid failure. Embrace failure. Don't worry about rejection. You're going to be rejected in life. You're not going to please everyone. You got to do what you got to do. You have to say what you have to say. And lastly, remember this, that you're enough. You're enough. You don't have to measure up to something. You're just fine the way you are. You're going to find your way through this if you have a place to go. You're worthy of love and belonging. You belong here, and you've got a place to go and do good things. So here we are tonight, surrounded by people we love and who love us. In a moment, literally almost a moment, the lights in this stadium are going to go out, and you're going to be gone. And the stars are going to come out. And the North Star will be there. No sailor has ever reached the North Star. It's billions of miles away. But it certainly has guided many sailors back home. And if you have a dream as your North Star, if you have a place to go with your life that is meaningful, and at the very least, have a dream that includes being loyal to the people and honoring the people who have given their lives, that you could even be free enough to go pursue your dreams, at the very least, live for that. You're going to find your way home if you have a goal and if you have a dream and if you have a place to go. So class of 2019, we keep saying it's not about you, but I'm going to tell you this, tonight is all about you. This is a big deal. You've worked hard for this. You've earned it. Now it's your time to go out and put the oars in the water and work hard and make the world better than you found it, and find yourself in the process. You will bump into each other out there, trust me. You will find each other out there, and it will be good. Congratulations, this is a great night. Might bump into you sometime.
Thank you, Mr. Grothy. It's my pleasure to introduce your other class speaker tonight, Miss Elizabeth Dominguez.
Wow, we really be out here, huh? I want you to look around and soak it all in. And tell the person next to you, I appreciate you. Tell them. I hope I can speak for everyone when I say that these past 4 years have been such a thrill. From seeing Iniguez in a hamburger glove, shout out to you, man, to seeing the Lipped Up come to life, which already has over 31,000 views, and finally, watching the sunrise and the sunset with my beloved peers. We are now done. Can I get an amen? Can I get a hallelujah? Some of us might be going through a roller coaster of emotions, like me right now. I'm happy we're graduating, but I'm also super sad, but then I'm happy again, and by the end of this ceremony, I'm gonna be bawling my eyes out. But I have come to the conclusion that this right here, this is a happy ending to this chapter of our lives. 175 days ago, most of us walked into WHS ready to conquer senior year, or not. In such a short amount of time, so many stories were made, friendships, and personal growth. Not physical growth, because I've been 4'11" since freshman year. But that's beside the point. In a few months, most of us will be going through some changes. To me, this isn't a scary change, but an exciting one. Am I excited about being broke and eating maruchan with tapatio every day during the first year of college? Not exactly. But what's exciting is meeting new people, experiencing new things, and creating new stories. Let's embrace these changes with positivity, and maybe you'll learn things about yourself that you didn't know about. Now is the time to be more confident than ever and emerge into the world with a purpose in hand, a goal in mind, and with a sense of adventure. We also need to step out of our comfort zones once in a while to grow and improve as people. If stepping out of your comfort zone means greeting a stranger, do it. If it means changing up your foundation from NARS to Maybelline, do it. Don't be afraid to be a little extra or extremely extra. We love her. Don't try to fit in, try to stand out. Being normal is easy, but it takes courage to take chances and find what really makes you happy in life. As we part ways, we embark on a journey with challenges and success. Let us not forget where we came from. Now I'm going to address our loved ones. On behalf of the class of 2019, we would like to thank you for your support and advice these past 18 years. All our accomplishments are your accomplishments, and who we are now and who we choose to become will be because of you, so thank you. Thank you to all the teachers, lunch ladies, janitors, counselors, shout out to Will White, and our beloved secretaries. Thank you to the entire WHS staff for your patience, support, and for everything that you have done for us. We will make you proud. Queridas familias, a nombre de todos mis compañeros de la clase 2019, les quiero agradecer por todo el apoyo y sobre todo habernos llevado de la mano hasta este momento. Nuestros logros son sus logros, todo lo que somos y hacemos es por ustedes. Han sido 18 años de esfuerzos y alegrías que los llevaremos en nuestro corazón por siempre. A mi mamita Flora, yo le doy gracias a Dios por ti, mi vida. Siempre estaré agradecida contigo. Has sido madre y padre por 18 años y has sacrificado todo por darme a mí lo mejor. Hoy en esta noche tú también te gradúas conmigo. Que Dios te me guarde para que juntas podamos apoyarnos y enfrentar lo que la vida nos quiera presentar. A nuestros maestros, gracias por la paciencia, el apoyo y por todo lo que hacen por nosotros. No los vamos a defraudar. Now, when I raise my left arm, which is your right, this side will shout, "We." And when I lift up my right arm, shout, "Out." We out. You got it? We out! We out! We out! We out! I got you! Hey. Class of 2019, it's been an honor to speak for you tonight. I wish you all the absolute best, and I'm forever thankful for letting me be part of your story. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Our final musical presentation tonight is from Grace O'Reilly. Aloha Oe.
again.
Dude. Mic is really short. Sorry, Elizabeth's a little shorter than I am. I apologize. Well, first of all, good evening. I'm Eric Anderson, and I have the privilege of serving as the principal here at Wenatchee High School. Thank you. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our staff for their enthusiasm, hard work, and unwavering dedication in preparing each and every one of these seniors for their future. I truly believe we have a teaching and support team second to none. Please join me in honoring our WHS staff members here in attendance with a big round of applause. Also, our graduates did not get here on their own. I appreciate the family members, neighbors, and friends here in the crowd. Your love and support has helped these fine young men and women work toward and accomplish the goal of earning their diploma from Wenatchee High School. I thank you all. Now, graduates, take it all in. You have worked hard for this moment. You have completed the first 13 years of your academic journey, and this evening we gather to recognize and honor a once-in-a-lifetime achievement, your high school graduation. As a freshman, you stepped through the doors of WHS, a little nervous and uncertain of what high school may be like for you. Would you make friends? Would you get lost in the hallways, unable to find your classroom? Would you like your teachers and be able to pass your classes? Would you fit in? Yet, with each new connection, each new experience, you conquered those fears. You squelched those doubts. You realized by creating your own niche and being your authentic self, you didn't need to fit some imagined mold, that you were already accepted and part of the Panther family. You became confident in your abilities and unique gifts and have transformed from someone you were going to be to the person you have become. And tonight, we celebrate each and every one of you. As you look toward the future, you once again face the unknown. But this time, it is different. You know you have the ability to adapt to changing situations because you have done it. You know you can tackle difficult tasks and find viable solutions because you have done it. You know you can manage a large project and work with a team of peers towards a common goal because you have proven it here at Wenatchee High School. You have grown into leaders who can and will accomplish great things. Graduates, welcome new experiences. Be open to new opportunities. Continue to learn and grow and work for your goals. Class of 2019, you have left your mark on Wenatchee High School. Now go forth and leave your mark on our community, our region, our nation, and our world. In closing, I wish you all the best of luck, and again, congratulations. Now, Mr. Brian Flonez, Superintendent of the Wenatchee School District. I attest that this class has completed all of the Washington State and Wenatchee School District requirements for graduation. The class of 2019 is ready to receive their diplomas.
Staff, if you'd like to join us behind the stage here.
Where's the? Down below. It's down below, right here. Okay. We have 3 that didn't show up, so I'm going to hand. Mel, maybe can you hold those just in case? I'm a bit concerned. We had to add 2 chairs, which means
we
had to add 2 chairs, which means it's possible somebody's here who didn't graduate. So make sure they have a card. Okay. Forget anybody.
No card. No.
Yeah. He said. Okay. They don't have one of those. They don't join.
Some of them I might have marked on because kids didn't want their middle name or they wanted whatever. That's all good. The only one that's different is
Yep. No card. Hey, no card to go get Brandon. No, take the kid to Brandon. No card. Take the kid. If there's no card, take the kid to Brandon. Okay. Does that make sense? If they don't have a card, you find Brandon. Good job. You did a good job. Eric, are you ready?
David Wayne Davis.
Caleb Philip Rich.
Elizabeth Ann Chivilicek.
Christian Liberty Riles.
Olivia Joy Langendorf.
Dalton Robert Scott.
Amber Caroline Palacios.
Thien Min Do.
Francisco Osuna.
Ashley Rubio Garcia.
Olivia Ann Lancaster.
Mason Richard McRae.
Megan Marie McAllister.
Jessica Gutierrez Elias.
Hadassah Nancy Lerber.
Slow it down just a little.
Olive Helen Ryan.
Caitlin Tate Springer.
Mason Charles Atwood.
Emilia Grace Coldy.
Carson McKenna Zender.
Peyton Cameron Fontaine.
Clara Paige Kelso.
Lilandra Jean Dexter.
Carissa Elizabeth Long.
Matthew Anthony Leake.
Cameron James Cooper.
Connor Houston Brown.
EU Noah Holland.
Miguel Angel Puga.
Cassandra Lynn Noyd.
The Darius Alexander Carlson.
Savannah Lynn Slife.
Faris Nassar.
You're up.
Avery Tunduk Wynn.
Dalton Leander Thomas.
Jordan Marshall Van Ash.
Jaden McKenna Griggs.
Austin Ray Gilliardi.
Eleanor Rose Toth.
Annalise Michaela Schmidt.
Mason James Brown.
Ezra O'Brien Boyle.
Keenan Chase Lucan.
Noah Song Wan Kim.
Ashley Nicole Gold.
Jacob Ryan Christensen.
Megan Elizabeth Wolf.
I'm going to stay just a second.
Trent Jeffrey Jager.
Malia Ray Gold.
Abigail Elizabeth Reed.
Lainey McKinley Johnston.
Sydney Lynn Young.
Jaden Allen Christopherson.
Hannah Noel Johnson.
Diego Navarro.
Oh, that's perfect.
Alina Heikurinen. Alina Heikurinen.
Trey James Stegeman.
Julie Strand.
Gavin James Woodring.
Regina Hull.
Ryan Joseph Kelly.
Cassia Victoria Logan.
You run. You run. Lars, you run.
Lars Christian Uren.
Adelaide Marie Matheson.
Cammie Lynn Worley.
Say your name. Jody Brahms Sanchez.
Sierra Joy White.
Jordan Faith Martinez.
Mackenzie Riley Lamy.
Connor Shane Savage.
Lauren May Batman.
Peyton Lee Coleman.
Caitlin Rose Dilly.
Matt Tab.
Hadley Marin Roy Frank.
Charles Aaron Narovich.
Aldair Ramon Tevez.
Benjamin Matthews Aparico.
Cameron Scott Rittenhouse.
Ava Marie Marcoux.
Lauren Taylor Clark.
Raquel Angel Ortega.
Lane Campbell Nipfer.
Ian M. Justi Rodriguez.
Eamon Kyle Haugen.
Austin Richard Ryman.
Lucas Elias Job.
Riley Jaden Ott.
Macy Naomi Turner.
Andrew Joseph Newsma.
Skylar Nicole Walton.
Zachary Sean Godfrey.
Joel David Perez de Paz.
Emma Noel Savage.
Daniel Charles David Miller.
Carolina Perez Flores.
Grace Kelly Aralo.
Adriana Lopez Morfin.
Madison Jane Burrell.
Alexa Star Garcia.
Anthony Jet Feifel.
Vasti Ruth Alpire Cabrera.
Paris Rose Feifel.
Yesenia Barrera.
Sydney Frances Marie Brownlee.
Nayeli Sinaí Lopez Dueñas.
Eden Pio Casares.
Gabriela Lopez Mora.
Sophia Claire Reed.
Caroline Luz Brunette.
Benjamin Stewart Hall.
Mario Gilberto Murillo.
Kayla Rose De Vera.
Troy Daniel Street.
Madeline Page Schwelke.
Joshua James Mulhall.
Emily Frances Buack.
Mallory Ellen Hockett.
That's me. Here.
Gracie Lena Zimmerman.
Michael will. Yes.
Michael William Skyleman.
Madeline Aaron McKenzie.
Natalia Garibay Garcia.
Jessica Lavina McCullough Holbrook.
Claire Angela McGinnis.
That was fun. I got that one. Okay.
April Marie Jennings.
Look, jump in.
Samantha Christina Chambers.
Callie Elizabeth Long.
Karen Michelle Aguilar.
David Gonzalez Madrigal. Adriana Dinas.
Jessica Veronica Flores Esparza. I almost said Espinosa. I gave you a little bit.
Spencer Ethan Thomas. Spencer. Oh my God.
Jessica Veronica Flores Esparza.
Say my first name.
Sorry, man. Cuevas. Alexander Cuevas Albert.
Norma Castro Arroyo.
Cole Smith Hansen.
Jasmine Esmeralda Suarez.
Sage Daniel Kreider.
Danielle Zavala.
Zoe Ellen Bates.
Lillian Ivy League.
Hannah Rose Fries.
Emma Marie Allen.
Diego Gonzalez Madrigal.
Matthew Gregory Bush.
Miguel Vaca Estrada.
Kim has the extras.
Tyler Clay Brown.
Karina Sapozhnikova.
Madison Haley Monroe.
Ina A. Nikishna.
Brooklyn Elise Vickery.
Nicholas Allen McIsaac.
Elise Jacqueline Pittman.
Reese Alexander Suarez.
Margarito Vázquez.
Ryan Emery Foster.
Reynaldo Jose Garibay.
Aiden Scott Travis.
Ivan Flores Ocampo.
Alexis Gonzalez Garcia.
José Luis Ríos Ontiveros.
Elizabeth Saraí Dominguez Isales.
Jonathan Cacho.
Mahai Tierra Nija Joy Cummings.
Kendall Elise Roadback.
Morgan Sadie Narby.
Shelby Claire Fromm.
Gwen Agnes McQuaig.
Rachel Lindsay Tibetan.
Deja R.C. Vallejos.
Megan Danielle Creek.
Alyssa Vasquez.
Rose Marie Deanne Wilson.
Rihanna K. Layton.
Brianna Mary Aldrich.
Urania Espinoza.
Sylvia Liha Huang.
Yareli Pedrisco Alvarado.
Sarah Emily Birch.
Rana Nassar.
Elizabeth Opoku Asiedu Farrell.
Callista Zoe Strickland.
Ellen Opoku Asiedu Farrell.
Elian Cruz.
Shaylee Aaron Cook.
Raimundo Morales.
Jacqueline Alvarez Rodriguez.
Isaíl Francisco Barragán Montaño.
Jennifer Valeria Cortez Rodiles.
Jorge Daniel Gómez Flores.
Jennifer Castro Mendez.
Miguel Ángel González García.
Yareli Pantaleón Martínez.
Juan Carlos Jiménez Lozano.
Mireya Martínez Arias.
Yeah, thanks.
Xavier John Martinez.
Mauricio Navarro.
Sophia Riley Dillon.
Kenya Aline Ortega.
Miranda Rose Burns.
Haley Nicole Matthews.
Yeah? All right.
Emily Ray Davenport.
Maggie Miller.
Eleanor Margaret Italiani.
Julia Heckman.
Lázaro Gutierrez Garcia.
Caroline Hoffman.
Jerden Michael Velasquez.
Gabriela Martinez.
Gage Robert Grantham Wood.
Jasmine Herrera Rodriguez.
Edgar Bañuelos.
Itzia Natalia Mejia Maragán.
Emmanuel Ibarra.
Erika Arroyo Chavez.
Stephanie Soto.
Natalie Noemi Fernandez.
Yesenia Arroyo Lopez.
Diana Ledesma Garcia.
Eileen Araceli Sanchez.
Jasmine Angelique Avalar.
Divanelli Elizabeth Blanco Mendoza.
Eileen Araceli Sanchez Mendoza.
Jocelyn Prado.
Avery McKintry Kraus.
Jaden David Deisler.
Zoe Childers.
Christian Matthew Bernhardt.
Parker Todd Keys.
Joshua Cole Holcomb.
Jake Benjamin Strom.
Shane Christopher Huffaker.
Thomas Michael Kelly.
Carson Earl Emerson.
You okay with that?
Simon Topo Vincini.
Fisher Allen Ferguson.
Stephanie Lopez Cervantes.
The Mason Alexander Kaiser.
Sandoval Barajas Gutierrez.
Taylor Mackenzie Small.
Elizabeth Guerra Bravo. Yesenia Gabriela Castillero.
Kara Ellen Richards.
Yesenia Gabriela Castillero.
Catherine Jane Van Loo.
Jenny Brisa Vega.
Jacqueline Velasco Amaya.
Javier Alejandro Aragón Anaya.
Rebecca Leanne Whitehall.
JL Fernando Campos.
Shelby Michaela Yanko.
Ramon Rodriguez Gutierrez.
Michaela Topaz Riley Michael.
Jacqueline Rodarte Banuelos.
Alexis Ann Cozart.
Luis Ángel Navarro.
Jared Owen Heading.
It's all you. I gotta go.
Jesus Daniel Hernandez.
Cooper Thomas Redman.
Abraham Mark Lewis.
Hay una X ahí.
Ángela Moreno Amezcua.
Wendy Patricia Joaquín Ramos.
Jenny Castro.
Genesis Valentina Fermín Hernández.
Margarita Molinero Mendoza.
José Carlos Camarena Contreras.
Jafet Javier Luna.
Jerry Rico.
Alejandro Ángel Amezcua Aguilar.
Valeria Cibrián Villa.
Ulises Lemus.
Isabel Barqueño Muñiz.
Jesús Rodríguez Cáceres.
The Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end.
Walker James Lewis.
Francisco Navarro.
Grady Alistair Evel.
Daniel Rodríguez Pantaleón.
Hayden Snow Rose McKenzie.
Fidel Ángel Guerrero Quintero.
Colton John Middleton.
Emerson Kendall Bussey.
Catherine Eileen Gonzalez.
Michael Timothy Wiest.
Brian Jack Jeffrey.
Jack Morris Owen.
Karen Marta Elisa Muñoz Sandoval.
Blake Fisher McCracken.
Rebecca Alejandra Rivera Garcia.
Bailey Ashton Babcock.
That was nice.
Karen Vianney Garcia Rosales.
Valilak Prabnarong.
Sorry.
Ingrid Yvette Ponce Castillo.
Olivia Barb Saylor.
Karina Martinez Lopez.
Tia Martinez Shell.
Okay, we're gonna pause. So how do you say this? You say this? Okay, I want to go over to It's cold, isn't it? Storm's coming. Storm's coming. I'm ready.
Briseida Guadalupe Escabiel Blanco.
Marcus V. Berg.
Cole Darius Homer Bussert.
Benjamin Don Higley.
Dale Michael Ritchie.
Andrew Raymond Kelly.
Yes.
Brandon Michael Vadness.
Good thing Johnson's not here to
Samuel David Williams.
John Maurice Walker.
Jacob Donald Wiersma.
Colton Allen Lassane.
Joseph Bernard.
Quinlan Albert Rounds.
Curtis Zontek.
Ezekiel John Harlan.
Leslie Meredith Esqueda.
Garrett Lee Walters.
Giselle Guillen Agaton.
Michael James Sims.
Melody Kate Alejandres.
Reed Joseph Brownlee.
Maria Miranda Hernandez.
Jacob Lewis Sugden.
Gloria Sendejas Gerabe.
Nathan Andrew Brownlee.
Jasmine Alvarez Sandoval.
Corey Douglas Goodell.
It's the greatest of poems.
Samuel Tobias Armando Arredondo.
Lucas Thomas Andrzejewski.
Mason Owen Dalbeck.
Braden Thomas Brown.
I remember that. I'm not in the half of the line, man.
Isaac Salvador Aguirre Gutierrez.
You guys should handle it. I know, hand warmer. Yeah, the hand warmer.
Jonathan Romero.
Megan Josephine Delvo.
Julio Garibay.
Bailey Joy White.
Mariana Santos.
Sydney Lynn Vickery.
Tanya Lynette Ocampo Castro.
Jacob Allen Ward.
Chloe Vanessa Crason.
Andrew Stephen Crouch.
Laura Ann Dagg.
Haley Colette Barr.
Will Garrison Cannon.
Hayden Glenn Michael Roth.
Jacqueline Cardenas.
Zachary Campbell.
Bailey Ann Brown.
Gabriela Rodriguez.
Giselle Julienne Hull.
Jared Michael Goforth.
Nestor Torres de Aquino.
Peyton James Walter.
Joanna Ibarra Lopez.
Tayson McLean Shepard.
Jillian Kimsey Lenica.
Paola Silva.
Maritza Susana Cervantes.
Marisol Pacheco.
Ilda Lydia Garcia.
Micaela Salgado Cuevas.
Fiona Tazarek.
Jewel Jeanette Greedy.
Katie May Dittel.
Monica Giselle Miranda.
Cameron Faith Pike.
Michaela Kaylee Hersel.
Emily Rose Groth.
Well, there we go.
Adamari Alexia Hernandez.
Marshall Berdemew.
Flor Denise Gonzalez.
Brandy Marsh King.
Xochitl Itza Ortega Zamora.
Dallas Sink.
Sonia Melendrez Mendoza.
Gavin Coleman.
Natalia Stephanie Guillen Morelos.
Mariela Isela Barrera Amaya.
Lexi Faye Schmitz.
Maria Teresa Vasquez.
Savannah Ray Tweedy.
Armando Gutierrez Bravo.
Maya Alejandra Velasquez.
Luis Ángel Rivera Bedoya.
Jacob William Reiner.
Keyshawn Lawrence Shaw.
Anastasia Hannah Jerolimic.
Dylan James Delize.
Rhiannon Ashley Gavin.
Justin Thomas Dahl.
Ashley Nicole Burtz.
Ryan Sembritsky.
Katie Ann Keever.
Kobe James Zachman Mers.
Jonathan Dale Welker.
Jairo Aguilar Solorio.
Brianna Elizabeth Robles.
Avi Cedeno Torres.
Sarah Elizabeth Jackson.
Alberto Alejandre.
Montserrat González.
Luis Perez Cano.
Kevin Gomez.
Alan Gabriel Ramos Padilla.
Sarah Jean Brandt.
Gabriela Martinez Vera.
Gretchen Leanne Carter.
Maria Elena Pepito Metzger.
Iana Alexis Rosa.
Nancy Gutierrez Padilla.
Destiny King.
Ninfa Leonor Sánchez Garibay.
Cooper Huff.
Kevin Sanchez Salgado.
Sarah Ann Moreau.
Israel Rocha Castillo.
Mikhail Miller Bowling.
Ruben Blanco Espinosa.
Robert T. Corick.
Cesar Alejandro Rivera.
Chad Thomas Simpson.
I need your card. Yeah. Have him go next.
Michael Ortiz Nambo.
Kevin Alfonso Mendoza.
Pedro Alejandro Guzman Michel.
Michael Adam Arguelles.
Alejandro Perez.
Isabel Celia Pelayo.
Daniel Sanchez Vega.
Ricardo Navarro Vega.
Pedro Farias.
José Eduardo Camarillo Aviles.
Yadira Mata Bravo.
Brian David Tovar.
Juan Alberto Sánchez González.
Omar López Areta. Arechiga.
Brian Garibay Guerrero.
Ismael Zepeda Maldonado.
Vanessa Arroyo Perez, La Michoacana.
Rene Muniz Sanchez.
Yasmin Esmeralda Cardenas Mendoza.
Julio Garcia Barbosa.
Anaí Santa Cruz Garcia.
Antonio Garnica.
Ethan Blaine Harris.
Diego Sitio Herrera.
Alexis Morales.
Christian Leo Perez.
Julissa Zavala Melendres.
Luis Enrique Palma Lozano.
Jesus Esquivel.
Adrian Zuniga Arredondo.
Jesus Abraham Valdez.
Jose Alfaro Cruz.
Carlos Enrique Ramírez Valencia.
Andy Nicole Hauk.
Oh, no. How am I going to say it for your parents?
Eric Mendoza.
Rigoberto Guillen.
I'm not going to say Junior. I'm not going to say it. No, I'm not.
Jose Luis Vaca Puga.
No.
Luis Fernando Mota.
I'm not going to do it.
Soledad López León.
Abraham Martínez Arellano.
Silema Itziel Zamudio.
Yoani Sanchez Leiva.
Marilyn Durantes.
Malik Martin Del Campo.
Abril Alejandra López Flores.
Isidro Flores Gil.
María Isabel Contreras Rocha.
Tommy Gutierrez.
Axel González Eniguez.
Michael Literal.
Stephanie Felipe Escalante. Gaby Hoyos Ibarra. Mariana Sánchez León.
At this point, I'd like the class of 2019 Senior Senate to join me on stage, and Gwen McQuaig to the piano. Take your time, let everybody get.
All right, let's make it official. Tassels on the right side right now. Move them with me to the left side. All right, let's sing. Let's sing the alma mater and let's do better than this morning. Gwen.
We hope you enjoyed this special presentation of the 115th commencement exercises of Wenatchee High School. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by these fine sponsors. Automoca, with 6 locations in our valley to serve you. Black Rock Asphalt Services, your local asphalt seal coating company. Cashmere Valley Bank, the little bank with the big circle of friends. Columbia Valley Community Health, with 9 locations serving Wenatchee and Chelan. Dr. Parks, DDS, an orthodontic specialist. Call 662-7918 for a complimentary evaluation. First Choice Collision Center, your first choice in collision repair. Global Car Care, they speak your car's language. Go USA, your local source for promotional products and branded apparel. Harvest Valley Pest Control, your guide to the pest-free life. Call for your free quote. Leonard Evans Used Cars Superstore, where the name means a great deal. Rose Tractor in East Wenatchee, your local Cub Cadet dealer. The Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club sign up for summer programs today. Wenatchee Valley College, your future starts here. And by the Walkabout Grill in downtown Wenatchee and outdoor seating in Leavenworth. For rebroadcast times of tonight's ceremonies, please go to our website, NCWLIFE.com.